Today, guys, I want to talk to you about Scotch and marketing. Hey guys, Jason Harris here with Digital Dealership Solutions. Hey, thanks for joining me on another episode of The Drive. For the last, I would say 18 months, I've been developing out a palate or an awareness for good quality single malt scotches. And I've ventured off into cognacs and the occasional Irish whiskey and a nice quality bourbon and so on and so forth. So I've been out there. I've been exploring, trying new things, testing new things, and seeing what's good for me, in my palate. And I got thinking about this. In fact, actually, I got thinking about this so much that this is actually going to be the introduction to a new series that I'm going to start called something along the lines of Scotch, Jason, and Marketing. Why not, right? Yeah, no, why not, right? It's my show. I can do whatever I want. I think there's not enough people out there that really take enough time and appreciation for the nuances and the efforts that go into developing out this singular bottle of substance. All the way down from the cask, the wood that is chosen for the Scotch to be aged in, the amount of time that it's aged in. Is it new French oak? Is it American oak? Does it bring out more of a vanilla flavor or more of a smoky flavor? And there's a huge amount of planning and developing that goes into, this long process. And then once the Scotch is in there, it is a waiting game. It's just a wait and see and continue to test it little bits at a time. There's very minimal changes that you can make, during that process that will hopefully yield to a very high quality Scotch. So I think there's a lot of association here, and I think that's something you guys got to take a look at when you're developing out a strategy, is spend so much time up front, as much as you can, developing out your dealership's goals and objectives, developing out those audiences, talking about those landing pages look like to those specific audiences, and are the call to actions right, and are they relevant to the specific audience? And then the ads, are the ads specific to the landing pages? Are they relevant? Do they have a high click-through rate? Is there some ways that we can adjust the ads to improve, and to improve traffic to the landing pages? And the landing pages, how are they being interacted with? How many people are going below the fold line? There's a lot of things that you can do in the interim up front, all right, with the intention of having something really good at the end. Now, with that said, I'll tell you right now, do you know how many people out there, how many Scotch developers will go develop a drink with the intention of reaping the benefits from a fair amount of time ahead, and then find out they just missed the mark? Their ability to adapt and change and mold on the dime and kind of get a feel for how the Scotch is developing over months and years and so on and so forth has a huge part of that. And I think that the time and attention that we put into our marketing efforts is nowhere even freaking close to what it should be or what it can be. I started this video and 100% what direction I was heading in with it, but now it totally makes sense what direction I'm heading in. The challenge is here, are you putting in that kind of time? Are you putting in that kind of time to develop out the strategies to help you meet those goals and objectives? And if you're not, I guess the kind of question is, why the hell not? Those dollars you're putting into every month, are they really doing you any good if you guys aren't taking the time at the beginning, all right, to put forth the best strategy you can? And let me explain to you something real quick. The best strategy you can is not you chopping up the manufacturer's ad mat and slapping it out there with your dealership's logo on it. I know each one of us in every single dealership out there can do a hell of a lot better than that. Now, if you got a vendor involved in this, that's simple. You need to spend the time with your vendor. You got to dedicate that time to develop out these strategies and make sure that they completely understand these strategies. So guys, I'm going to leave it there, but I am going to ask you the question. Are you taking the time, the passion to develop out those little nuances that's going to create an amazing marketing strategy? Just like a Scotch developer takes the time to develop those nuances and plan for the future, guys, not the next week, okay, the future, all right? I'm sorry if it feels like it's a little bit of a kick in the butt, but I think it should be a little bit of a kick in the butt, right? You guys need to dedicate the time to do this. And it's not just our industry. Like I said, it happens in other industries too. Anyways, hey, drop me a comment down below. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. Thank you so much for your time, and you guys have a wonderful day.